everyone, my name's Miss Guest, and today for your English on Monday the 8th of February I'm going to be reading a book to you. So before we read this book we're going to have a little look at it, and when you read a real book or an online book it's really good to remember the title. So this title is called Chicken Clicking. It's important to have a good look at the picture on the front, and here I can see a little chicken using a computer. So it started to make me think, what's this book going to be about? I can see that the author is called Gian Willis and the illustrator is a man named Tony Ross, and he has illustrated lots of other books, so I like his drawings. I'm going to have a look at the back, and I want you to tell your parents, what do we call the bit of writing on the back that tells us a bit about the book? It helps us to decide whether we want to read this book or whether we don't like the sound of it. So well done if you said it was called the blurb, and this is what the blurb of this book says. One night, Chick hops onto the farmer's computer and click! She's soon shopping online for the whole farm. But when she arranges to meet a friend that she's made online, Chick discovers all is not as it seems. So that's made me want to read this book and find out what happens, because should she be shopping online and who is she going to meet? So the other parts of the book which are important and you can talk to your grown-up about is the spine of the book, and the front and the back. So I'm going to read this story to you, and I'm going to be asking you to think of some answers to some of my questions. Once there was a little chick, chirpy chirpy cheep. She hopped into the farmer's house when he was fast asleep. Now I noticed something when I was reading that. Did you notice anything about the words cheap and asleep? They sound the same at the end, they rhyme. She crept into his study. She tiptoed past the cat. I wonder what the word tiptoed means. If you don't know what a word means, remember to ask your grown-up to explain it. That's how we learn new words. And clicked on his computer with the mouse upon the mat. Cheepy chirpy cheepy, click. She had a little browse. Browse means she had a little look. She bought a funny teapot. Click. She bought a frilly blouse. Click. She bought a motorbike. Click. A hive of bees. Good heavens, said the farmer. Did I really order these? Now I've noticed that those words have got some speech marks around them, and that actually it's this farmer talking, and he sounds quite shocked at all these things that the chicken has bought. So I'm going to go back now and I'm going to see if I can read that with a bit more expression, and I'm going to think about what voice shall I use for the farmer. Good heavens, said the farmer. Did I really order these? The second night the chick came back. Cheepy chirpy click. She bought herself a diamond watch. Click, tock, tick. Now you could stop on this page and you could think of lots of adjectives to describe what this watch looks like. Is it a purple watch? Is it dull? Is it made of leather? No. What words would you use to describe the watch that the chicken has bought? She bought 100 handbags and shoes from every site. The farmer blamed his wife, who said his software wasn't right. The third night came, and just the same, the chicken went online. Now I want you to pause the video here now and think about what other animals are on the farm and what might the chicken buy for those animals. Now, you don't know because you haven't read the rest of this book, so it doesn't matter whether you're right, it doesn't matter whether you're wrong. You're just going to have a guess, and that is called predicting. You're predicting what might happen next. So click pause and talk to your grown-up. What other animals might the chicken buy some things for, and what is she going to buy? She ordered scooters for the sheep and skates for all the swine. Click, she bought the cows a car. Now again, you could look at the picture and think of some different adjectives to describe this car. Click, she went again and booked the bull a holiday away in sunny Spain. Click, she bought the horse a cart. Click, she bought a boat. The other chickens sailed away, amazed that they could float. The little chick was all alone. Cheepy chirpy click. I'll find a friend online, she cheeped. That will do the trick. She bought herself a camera. Chirpy chirpy click. She preened her tiny feathers and she posed and took a pic. She put her photograph online. She gave her name and age. Click, another chick appeared upon the friendship page. Click, they started chatting. Chick had found the perfect chum and waited by a tree. I found a friend online, she cheeped. The fox said, that was me. So this story actually ends there. We don't actually know what happened, but we do know that foxes like to eat little chickens, and the chicken didn't realise it was the fox. So think back to what happened in the story. What happened at the start? The chicken started buying things on the computer. Can you remember 3 of the things that the chicken bought? Can you remember how the farmer felt? What did the farmer's wife think? And then why was the chicken so lonely? And how did the story end? So your task for English today is to read a book. It might be a book that you've got at home. It might be a book on the Oxford Owl website or the Active Learn Book Club. And to think about some of those things we talked about. Do the words rhyme? Do you know the author or the illustrator? Can you read the blurb at the back? Can you stop halfway through and predict what might happen next in the story? And at the end, can you remember what happened at the start, in the middle, how it ended? And the last thing to think about is, did you enjoy the story? Did it make you smile? Did it make you feel a bit sad? Did it make you feel a bit worried? Did you learn anything from the story? Because this book is helping us to learn about how to keep safe on the internet. Can't wait to see lots of pictures of which books you've been reading. Well done, Year 1. Keep learning at home. Keep working hard.